Patty. This is my review of Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, Season 1, Episode 3. The title of the episode is Paris, Sera Toujours Paris. I have no idea what that means. My French is not that good. Not totally terrible, but hold on. Yeah, last week, our group, they got away from the area with the preschool. They were headed toward Paris, and they get to one spot that the nun thinks will be good, and they find this guy, and he's supposedly supposed to have a radio, but he's used it to make an amplifier because he wants to hear music instead of use the radio. And he takes them out to this auditorium, and he's got a zombie orchestra. Sort of unique. Haven't seen anything exactly like it. Something similar on Z Nation over the years. But, Daryl's like, screw this, we're doing it my way, we're going to Paris. And they leave out of there, and then you have the title screen. Thought it's a pretty good cold open. Could have been better. Yeah, probably, but not bad, though. Yeah, they get to Paris, and then they go to, and I'm sorry I cannot remember that nun's name. They're going to go to her old apartment, but they end up running into another group that she knows. They also see Jim Morrison's gravestone, which is cool that Jim Morrison was in that universe as well. But yeah, they run into this other group that's helpful and that knows the priest that used to be at the Abbey. And they've got a little place in the city, sort of like a teeny tiny Alexandria. And then Daryl thinks they'll have a radio, but all they have is a little old French guy that looks like somebody maybe from Hogan's Heroes. He sort of looks like that guy on Hogan's Heroes, if you know who the hell I'm talking about. The little French character. But they have homing pigeons, and Daryl's like, really? Come on, man. Then he asks, and the leader of that group says, well, I know someone that might be able to help you, but you have to have something to trade. So Daryl and the nun, they go to her old home, and she has a bunch of stuff stashed where she was a thief, and they have that to, take. You also have the other storyline of the guy that Daryl killed his brother. He goes and meets Jeanette, and, tells her, I will find him for you. I want to see what Daryl did to fuck up their ship. I mean, you would think we would have gotten that by now. Well, I have 3 more episodes to get to see what he did, so, I like this show. I like it better than Dead City, and, I always like Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead can be kind of stupid at times, just because they get going on a good path, and then they kind of stumble off of it and walk into a ditch. But anyways, he swears his allegiance to her, and then they have them experimenting on a walker, but I really can't tell that the experiment's that useful. Yeah, and they have Daryl in her old apartment, and then they have to figure out how the hell to get out of there, because they've made just enough noise that there's walkers coming, and it's a neat scene. It's got some really strong walkers because they fall out of several stories up. And in most cases throughout the show, if one fell from that far, they would. Well, the brain would be just smashed, and there would be no chance of them getting up. But yeah, Daryl uses one of them to burn, because it's one of the burning walkers, to burn through some of the stuff that they need to get out. And I think that's where there was a picture floating around of a walker looking through a window, and it looked like it was breathing. And yeah, I think that was just a little bit of a ruse, because it's really the walker burning the glass. But yeah, they get out of there, they get back to the other spot, and then the leader says, I know someone that can help you. And it ends up being the guy that the nun left. And he's got a nightclub. And he, they go back and forth. And a lot of real dialogue heavy. And a lot of stuff happens and a lot of stuff doesn't. You do find out that Leon is actually his son, because that guy was actually sleeping with her sister. But they, get mad at him, leave out of there, and go back to the other place, and Daryl's just kind of like, well, I'm getting the hell out of here. And the guy that's after Daryl ends up going into the club not long after that, and of course, the British guy sells all of them out. And at the very end, they come in and attack where Daryl and them have been. And, yeah. And then him and Daryl fight. And, it's decent. Fairly decently paced. Not as good as episode 2, but still a decent Walking Dead universe episode. I think the show, I don't know, I don't really like, even though I'm reviewing this, I don't like when you hear stuff from like reviewers that have gotten sneak peeks and stuff like that, because a lot of them are just not fans. Now maybe they are doing what they're doing for your general viewer, but a show like this that's the 4th, 5th spin-off, most of the time your general viewer's not watching a 5th spin-off of a show. They're just not. You're getting people that were fans of the original show in some way, shape, or form watching this. So I think there's a disconnect there, but I like it. And it's got a season 2 already, so he's going to make it through this season at least. Anyways, that's all I've got. We'll see you all tomorrow for YouTube Gems.